Today I will discuss about the oral syringing. This is a simple procedure. The indications of the oral syringing are removal of the wax from the ear, cleaning of the external canal fungus, and removal of the non-aggressive ear foreign bodies. The procedure of the oral syringing is the temperature of the water used for the syringing should be of the body temperature, and it should be neither too hot nor too cold. The temperature is lesser or greater than the body temperature would stimulate the labyrinthine to cause giddiness. In the procedure, the patient should be comfortably seated in front of the examiner, and the procedure should be explained in details to the patient. If the patient is a child, then its confidence should be borne by allowing the child to handle the syringe prior to the use. The patient should be properly draped with the butterproof sheets to avoid dress from becoming wet. The patient should have used cerumen softener adequately before syringing. The pinna should be inspected for any discharge or any other lesions in the external auditory canal. The auricles should be moved up and down to check for the presence of any tenderness. Press the preauricular and the postauricular region to check for any tenderness. The syringe should be filled with the warm water which is at a body temperature, that means 37 degrees centigrade. Check to ensure the nozzle is securely tight. The instruction given to the patient to hold the kidney tray under the ear. This will enable the patient to take her attention away from the procedure. If the patient is not able to do this, then assistant can be do that. This is the diagram shows the position of the patient. The patient holds the tray, and the doctor can do the syringing. First of all, straighten the ear canal while controlling the water jet. The nozzle should be aimed upward and the backward, and the water should be stream along the roof of the meatus and flow along the floor of the external auditory meatus. The direction should be posterior superiorly. Lowest effective pressure should be initially used. If the patient is comfortable, then the pressure can be increased. The external canal and the kidney tray should be periodically be inspected during the entire procedure. The mechanism behind that, the water goes posterior superiorly to the tympanic membrane, and the foreign body or any debris coming in the pathway comes out with the jet of the water. It is advisable not to use more than 2 oral syringes full of water in a single procedure. The procedure should not be last for more than 2 minutes. After the bags and debris has been removed, the ear canal is mopped by dry using the cotton swab. For this, we can use the instrument Jobson's Horny probe. The procedure should be stopped if the patient have a discomfort or pain in the ear, and the patient's ear should be checked before sending the patient to the home for any remaining debris or any water in the external canal. Now, this is about the oral syringing. There are a few contraindications for the oral syringing where you should not perform the oral syringing. Number 1, in the cases of eardrum perforation, there is a recent history of middle ear infection. In the presence of otitis externa, hence disease in the external auditory canal, and in presence of the hygroscopic foreign bodies, the foreign body which can swell with the use of the water. I hope you will understand the procedure of the oral syringing and what are the indications and the contraindications of the oral syringing. Thank you.